Hello, hockey fans. Before I talk about Game 4, I just want to say a little bit more about last night, well, mainly this morning. I woke up this morning with the feeling that what happened last night was just a wonderful dream. I'm dead serious. It just didn't seem real to me, but it is. It happened. It's very, very real. The Colorado Avalanche are in the Stanley Cup final. But on to the subject of hand, being who are we going to face? Because the Eastern Conference final is still in progress, and we might need more time to find out who we're going to play. So Tampa appears to be back in it now. Well, no appears. They are back in it. Tampa totally dominated the Rangers tonight. One goal in the first. I think that was who scored it. I know who scored the second goal. I think the first goal was wow. I also have the Angels game against Boston on, so I've got that on. I think it was Pat Maroon scored it. Mr. I won 4 in a row. And in the second period, it was Kucherov who put it in. And Stamkos made it 3-0 in the third period. And I think Palat made it 4-0. And Palat had a goal. But Vasa didn't get the shutout. The final score was 4-1. The Breadman scored one for Panarin for the Rangers, but that was it. 34 saves for Vasilevsky, 3-point night for Palat, goal with 2 helpers. And all of a sudden, the battle for the Prince of Wales trophy, to see if whoever wins is going to touch it. Nathan McKinnon and Gabriel Landeskog actually did touch the bowl, but so we'll see. So we're gonna get at least 2 more games in this conference final, but it's a hell of a series. Goaltending has been the key for both teams, really. Shesterkin has led the way in Rangers 2 wins, and it's Vasilevsky in Tampa's 2. So it is now a best of 3. It's a best of 3, but home ice advantage remains with the Rangers, and literally because every home team has won in this series. Rangers won games 1 and 2, Tampa won games 3 and 4, and now it's back to New York City for game numero 5. Some other news. It's news from yesterday and today. I didn't mention this in the video for my review of Game 4 of the West, but it was yesterday that the Bruins, for some reason, decided to fire Bruce Cassidy as head coach. He was there for parts of 6 seasons, and they made the playoffs every year, which includes 2019 when they made it all the way to the final and fell 1 win short. But it's strange. These coaches getting fired, and Cassie was clearly not the problem. The problem was the Bruins had one line and nothing else. All I heard this year were the Bruins have great line scoring depth. Where was it? I didn't see it. That's the big lie they told. That they have the scoring depth. The Boston Bruins live and die by that perfection line. They rely on it. If Marchand, Pastrnak, and Bergeron don't produce, they don't win. And speaking of Bergeron, congratulations to him. He won the Selke Trophy earlier this week. Of course, they get the Selke Trophy. The Selke Trophy awards defensive play from forwards. Yeah, wingers and centers get them, but Bergeron's won that thing many times before. Some other awards were announced. Kyle Connor, the Winnipeg Jets, won the Lady Byng. Of course, the Lady Byng is known for sportsmanship throughout the season. Gentlemen generally play, and Kyle Connor, I think he's only had 2 penalties total all year. I think Jacob Slavin from the Hurricanes, who won it last year, he was up for it this year. And Jared Spurgeon for the defenseman for the Wild, was up for it. But Kyle Connor, who scored his ass off this season. I was a bit ticked I never had him on fantasy this year. He won it, and of course the The King Clancy Award again went to Subban. I think it's back to back for Subban. I want to say Subban won it last year, but I think it's for the King Clancy is for like humanitarian work and charity work and all that good stuff. So PK Subban won it this year. I want to say it's back to back. I'll find that out as soon as I'm done. But I know he's won it before. So anyway, so those awards were handed out. But yeah, Bruce Cassidy's fired, and now Boston's looking for a coach. Trotz is available. I think that's the big prize as far as hiring coaches. Who's going to get Barry Trotz? I hope Vegas doesn't get him, but I have a feeling I have a feeling Vegas is going to hire him. I just have that feeling. But yeah, so that's all that went down in the news outside off the ice yesterday and today. But yeah, as far as on the ice, the Bolts won Game 4, and now it's 2-2, and it's going to be interesting. So that's my recap of Game number 4 of the Eastern Conference Final, and that's the only series left. And it's ESPN and ABC the rest of the way because Game 4 of the West Final marked the end of TNT's inaugural NHL season. Man, it seems like yesterday that the announcement was made that Turner was going to get hockey, and it's over just like that. Their first season was interesting. They had to kind of rearrange things at first because TNT at the time was still airing AEW Dynamite. So what they did was, I think what they did at first was they moved it to Saturdays to accommodate for the early doubleheaders, and then they decided to have Dynamite on live coast to coast like NBC had Saturday Live on. It would be live coast to coast, and it would be a TNT hockey game after that. But they went back to having doubleheaders in the new year because the announcement was that Dynamite was going to move to TBS to accommodate for TNT's hockey coverage. So yeah, but it was interesting. They had quite a few of the NBC guys on TNT. It was pretty interesting. I liked the theme, and I kind of liked that the graphics reminded me of Altitudes a little bit, because Altitude is the Avalanche regional network. But yeah, so pretty good job for TNT's first year. Though there is some room for improvement, but I think they'll improve in the years to come. It's a 7-year deal, and this was year 1 down for Turner. So, but it's ESPN, and it's ESPN networks from this point on, because the Eastern Conference Final in its entirety is on ESPN, and of course the Cup Final is on ABC. And as far as the Eastern Conference Final, Game 5 is Thursday. Game 5 is Thursday, back at MSG. Game 6, and there will be a Game 6. Game 6 is this Saturday at Tampa. If there is a Game 7, it will be back at MSG next Tuesday, the 14th, and that'll be the end of the playoff rounds because it'll be championship time. The promo for the finals that aired that I saw promoted the Stanley Cup Finals is starting next week. So, which means it could still be the original announced date of June 18th, which is next Saturday. I mean, or it could be moved up to next Wednesday. I honestly think they should move it up anyway, because I think I read originally they read if the Rangers are taking care of business at 5, it would be moved to Wednesday. But this series is at least going to go 6. But I still say they should move it to Wednesday because if the series ends in 6, that will be a full week off after that until Game 1 starts. So I hope they kind of move it up. But if it goes 7, then it's definitely going to start on the 18th. So we'll see how that goes. So anyway, that's my recap of Game 4. If you like this video, click the like button. Click subscribe if you want more. I'll be back Thursday to recap Game 5. And because it's going to be a pivotal Game 5, because somebody's going to be one win away from reaching the final and facing the Avalanche. So stay tuned.